Satış Müdürü Sibel Mersin, Sayın Mersin. Ve bir diğer panelistimiz TOR-MEC Depolama Lojistik CEO'su Ambrosi. Ve bir diğer panelistimiz Software CEO'su Chris Cross. Ve sözü hemen oturum moderatörümüze bırakıyorum.
Evet, son panelimiz. Bundan sonra evlerimize gideriz ama hakikaten ilgi çekici bir konu ve çok da önemli bir konu. Türkiye için de çok önemli bir konu. Dijital dönüşüm ve teknolojiyi konuşacağız bu panelde. Şimdi dijital dönüşümü bir tanımlayalım. Dijital dönüşümü şu şekilde tanımlıyoruz. Firmaların değer zinciri adımlarında dijital teknolojileri kullanarak birim maliyetlerini düşürmesi veya müşterilerine daha fazla fayda sunarak birim fiyatlarını arttırması. Şimdi bunu yapmanın da bir sürü konusu ve teknolojisi var. İşte nesnelerin interneti, veri analitiği, bulut bilişim, eklemeli üretim, yapay zeka, bunları konuşuyoruz. Şimdi bu panelde de hem bu teknolojileri konuşuyor olacağız, hem bu teknolojilerin sektördeki uygulamalarını, yani bugün yapılan uygulamaları konuşuyor olacağız. Panelistlerimiz de çok değerli kişiler. Anastasia, I'll start with you. At Polytropon, you've been in this industry for the past 30 years, and you've been applying advanced technologies to fashion and apparel industry. Yeah. And now it's time to talk about machine learning.
Exactly.
So what do you do at Polytropon? How do you apply machine learning to fashion and apparel industry?
Can I?
Of course.
Going to use my presentation. Thank you. Hello, I'm going to talk to you today about the use of artificial intelligence in fashion. I'm going to give you some examples of how it is currently used, and I'm also going to talk about one of our applications, which predicts the cost of producing a style. Yes. Artificial intelligence is used in order to analyze large amounts of data, recognize patterns, find very meaningful insights. Therefore, it is used primarily for very fast decision-making, which is data-driven. Already, a lot of retailers are using AI. 28% of the biggest retailers are currently employing some sort of AI. Interesting to note that the apparel sector and footwear sector are leading the adoption of AI in a single by sector category. So I'm going to give you some examples. I have identified 3 areas where AI is used. First area is in purchase recommendations. This is basically consumer-facing and is offered by brands and retailers. The second area is in market intelligence. Basically, we want to predict which products are going to sell and how much should we produce. And the third area is optimizing the production processes. I'm going to give you some examples in each of these areas. First and most prevalent application has to do with purchase recommendations. Here, we have what is called a virtual stylist, where the purchase history of a consumer is analyzed, maybe some image analysis, some visual searches, maybe the text, and as a result, the AI is suggesting some products to the consumer. There are different engines and platforms that offer this kind of technology. You can see some of them here on the left. And there are quite a few brands that are actually already using this technology. As an example, I'm using here an example from Levi's, where the customer is just typing what they're looking for, the text is analyzed by the AI, and it comes up with some suggestions about what are the products they might be interested in. In a slightly different example, not only we have text, but we also have an image. The consumer actually gets a photograph, shows the photograph, and the AI is suggesting styles from the ASOS catalog. Most of the technology leaders right now are offering also consumer products. It's basically the same idea. I ask, I say what I want, or maybe I show a photograph of what I'm looking for, and I get back a recommendation. Stitch Fix is another application which is independent of any brands. In this case, you have the AI which matches what the customer wants with human stylists, and there's AI which is used throughout the process up to delivering of the product to the consumer. A relevant application field has to do with fits and sizes. Here, it guides the consumer in buying the right size of a product. The consumer can enter their measurements, but not only. They can also enter the type, the shape of their body. Also, they enter what products they're buying from other brands in different sizes. At the same time, companies can benefit because there is a lot of data there, a lot of information about sizes in different populations. Moving now into the second application area, talking about trend prediction. Here, basically, what we want to do is find out what is going to sell. This happens by analysis not only of customer data, internal data, historical sales, but also examining external data, such as social media, weather, and even news outlets. As a result, we know, and the AI gives us, predictions about product demand. Also, it can propose new designs, what is actually going to sell. One of the companies that is offering such an engine is claiming that this way, forecasting errors can be reduced significantly, as well as reducing inventory, and this is an important case of sustainability. Now, AI can help us predict what is going to sell. The question now is, can it design what is going to sell? I'm just bringing an example from an interesting collaboration where the students at the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York have collaborated with the technology of IBM in order to analyze historical data from Tommy Hilfiger and therefore come up with new designs that fit the profile of the brand image of Tommy Hilfiger. As an example of applications of AI in production, I'm just going to point out the introduction of robots now in apparel. Sobots was a company which was presented here at the last conference last year. And, of course, the Hugo Boss Smart Factory in Izmir is also a prime example of this kind of applications. Now, as I'm talking, and I'm using these examples, in all of these examples, what is behind these AI applications is data. Data is what drives all of these applications. Now, the PLM system is where most of this data resides. In fact, it is it's in the core of the whole business of digital transformation. And that's because all the product-related data, but also process-related data, is formed there. From the beginning, from the first concept, when the style is developed, until the end, delivery and customer feedback. In the PLM system, such as Polyorganize that we have developed, the users combine the workflow management system with the time and action plans and their 2D and 3D designs. Polyorganize is fully integrated with Browseware. Browseware is a world leader in the development of 3D technology for style development and style design. Information between Polyorganize and Browseware flows seamlessly between the two systems. Also, the PLM system has a lot of information from your CAD, which is essential for costing, because this is what fabric consumption comes from. So information from, for example, your CAD system, such as Polypattern, flows into the PLM system. For costing, you also need other information about pricing, which is very important, as well as exchange rates. If you have your PLM system integrated to the production system, then at the same time, not only you have information about your cost estimate, but you also have the actual cost. Therefore, you can compare this at all levels of detail. So data is very crucial in the PLM system. But also at the same time, this data can be visual, can be seen visually with interfaces across your whole business, from merchandising to planning to quality control and supply chain management. As an example, in Polyorganize, we're able to produce visually a production plan by matching the capabilities and the capacity of suppliers to our products. Going back to costing, in order to arrive at an accurate costing, a PLM system is used where information about from the style specifications, consumption, as well as prices comes, and you have a suggested price. Now, this is fairly accurate, but as you know, it takes some time, because in most cases, patterns need to be developed, and this requires human effort. If you're pressed for time, we can do costing faster, and this is done based on our experience and our intelligence and our intuition. So the question is, how can you combine both of these? How can you do things both in a fast way and in an accurate way? Remember what AI is. AI is a machine which imitates human intelligence. So, at Polytropon, we have developed a machine learning model which is able to predict the cost of a style. What do we have with you when you have to do such a style cost estimate? You have some information from a style spec, you have some designs, you have some comments, you have information about the fabric, maybe some dimensions. All of this information is fed into the model. The model deduces some attributes. These are attributes that have been determined to be important for cost. They are cost-related attributes. And the algorithm comes up with a suggested price. As a conclusion, I want to ask you, do you think you are ready for AI? I want to stress that data is the most important thing. It's really important, and when I talk about data, I'm not talking just about emails and PDF documents and Excel sheets. This is not data that is going to be useful. The data, in order to be useful, needs to be structured, needs to be centralized in a PLM system, and all your processes need to be automated and digitized. I'm stressing again, data is gold. And this is the reason why everybody is trying to get the data. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I was at a conference yesterday, and someone said, "We don't have better algorithms. We just have more data." And I couldn't agree more. So you talked a little bit about PLM, and I want to continue on that point. Chris, my next question is for you. Your PLM product lifecycle management software is used by more than 900 brands. Can you talk about why PLM is important for textile and apparel industry, and how it's different and also complementary to ERP products, for example?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so Centric, we have customers, we have brands like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes, Yves Saint Laurent, Balenciaga, Michael Kors, Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein. We have retailers like Bestseller, The Gap, Fast Retailing, and we have OEMs like Lianfeng, Hydramini, MAS, etc. And the common denominator with all of those companies, whether they're suppliers or brands or retailers, is they're all undergoing a digital transformation, all of them. We have over 900 brands, we have 340 companies, and all of them have a digital transformation strategy. This is a journey, and a journey is made up of many steps. And so the most important thing for the PLM product that we have is that we enable every step of the journey. Someone was talking at the other session about change management.
Right.
So change management, really you have to match the ability of your organization to absorb the change with the change that you want. And so this is usually a multi-step journey. It happens over a season, 2 seasons, a year, 3 years, and it never changes. You want 30 to 50%, time to market reduction. Well, guess what? 3 years from now, you want it again, and 3 years from now, you want it again. It never ends. All of our customers are seeking to get closer to trend, closer to their customer or their consumer, and they're doing that partly by shrinking the time to market. Even our fast fashion customers want to go faster. They want to cut their time in half. So PLM enables that by connecting all of the different disciplines, the merchandising planning, the design, the material management, the creative people, the quality, the sourcing, the suppliers, all in one environment, a single source of the truth where they can compress the time to market. The second benefit that all of our customers seek is being not only quick to market, but being right to market. Is this the right product for that customer or that consumer at the right cost, at the right price, with the right margin? All of our customers are under margin pressure, and the PLM system delivers to them the ability to design better to a cost target and source better to a cost target, and improves the margins for the OEM, improves the margins for the brand, and improves the margin for the retailer. So time to market, right to market, product margin improvement, these are all benefits that someone is seeking and would go after a PLM system like ours. The last benefit that people seek when they're buying PLM is operational improvement. So if you look at, typically in these companies, they're multidisciplinary. The left hand does not know what the right hand's doing. Someone changes the merchandising plan. Nobody tells the designers. The designers are sampling products that have already been discontinued from the planning point of view. Having all these people on the same page synchronized, you get operational improvement. And also, the way you organize your activities in a PLM system is you do things en masse. If you want to change a color, you change it for the theme. And the theme would be 200 products, not one product. So the productivity improvement's 200 times to change a bill of material. If you want to go out for a quote, you don't say, here's a quote, here's a quote, here's a quote. You say, these 50 styles, these 2 quotes, bang, generate 400 tech packs, send them out, bring them back, and let me compare them. Massive productivity improvement from 30% to 60% operational improvement. So those are the motivations for PLM. And how is this different than ERP? Well, PLM deals with the creation process, planning, creating, getting the products ready, what products are going to what channels, to what markets, and then it hands off that information to ERP to produce and deliver. So the creation process from the beginning to when it's ready to go into production is in PLM, and then the production and the supply chain orchestration is in ERP. But if you want to hit a right to market, you can't do that in ERP. It's part of the design process. If you want to really fundamentally change the product margin, you have to design it out, possibly, usually working with your best suppliers to still have the quality of the product, change the materials, change the trim, hit that cost target. You cannot do that in ERP, you do it in PLM. And if you want to have these mass operations, because all of our customers are broadening their product line, and they're carrying more products that have less volume, yet they have to do it with the same people. So you can't have 5 times as many designers and development people, but you may, over years of time, broaden out your product line to target the demographics of your consumer better. So you do this by getting the productivity improvement that a PLM gives. One of my customers, Fox in California, because we're a California company, she's the head of design. I said, why did you buy PLM? I always ask my customers, why did you buy it, and why did you pick Centric? And she said, I was just out of miracles. She says, we work from day to night. Our business is growing 25% a year. Our SKU count is going 20% a year. I can't add any headcount. If I could create a 28-hour day, I would, but I can't, so I have to buy a PLM system. So this is, I think, the answer to the question. If you're seeking time to market, right to market, if you're seeking better product margins and operational productivity in the creation process from planning through to ready to produce, that's PLM. if you want to orchestrate your supply chain and shrink the times in the delivery and be more efficient in delivery, that's ERP.
Perfect. That was very helpful. Very
You're
helpful
welcome.
explanation. Thank you. My next question is for you. Okay, let's not forget to clap. That's important.
Thank you.
Thomas, my next question is for you.
Yeah.
TOR-MEC's vision is to disrupt the garment industry. My question is twofold. One is, we talked about how important data analytics in this industry, how important it is and how do you use that, my number one.
Yes.
Two, you have a revolutionary solution in warehouse logistics.
Yes.
If you can talk a little bit about that,
Okay.
that'll be wonderful.
Can have my... Okay. Okay. A little short introduction to our company. Our company is a blitz-scaling company. We born with the branch SIP Italy around 5 years ago, and now we are leader in the market of sewing machines, special sewing machines for jeans and trousers. Thanks to many cooperation that we have in all the world, our Better Together is our idea since the first time. And what we think is to adapt to the A-class. The A-class for us means A-class customers, A-class suppliers, partners, and A-class solution. Here in Turkey, we have an important partner that is Ugur Makina, and is one of our best customers in the world. It takes a lot of our production. And the other important supplier for us is Brother Industry. Brother Industry is our first partner. But we go also in solutions. Our company is growing at a 70% growth rate per year in the last 5 years. And we say we are always hiring new people. We are hiring young people and IT people. So we are moving our focus, still developing new machines and high-performance machines with robotics and so on. But we say that when official reports aren't true, the reality loses. We are talking about data in this session. Data is absolutely the driver of the future. And we found a necessity for our customers to understand exactly what is their environment, what are their numbers. So we designed a new board. It's a new electronic board to connect any kind of machine sewing machine in the companies. In this way, we can find information and give power to information. We are looking to make a business intelligence applied to sewing. And this is something that we are undisclosing now, today, for the first time in this conference, because it's an idea that was born 1 year ago. We can find all details regarding the production. We don't make a software for making process in production, but we understand exactly what's the status of the production. For example, we decided to find 3 levels of environment. The first environment is the IoT, the information coming from the machine. But it's not enough. We want to add also the information coming from the people that is using this machine. Matching these two information, we can understand what is the benefit for the company to have that people in that machine or another machine. What is the profitability of this combination? And third environment is the person, the machine, and the bundle that is working. We have this is a solution, one-click solution to understand exactly all the environment of the line, of production line in the company. And then we go to, I'm running because we have no time. We go to the other point. The other point is that now we are redefining the lean production, increasing the productivity of your companies. We are adopting artificial intelligence applied to warehousing. Our system is a system that doesn't exist in the world. Adopting this kind of system, you can reduce absolutely the occupied surface in your company and manage better all the goods. For example, zips, buttons, fabric rolls, and so on. In a unique solution, absolutely, completely scalable, and occupying the volume and not the surface. The idea is to have, for example, different kind with mezzanine and other kind of application. You can insert and have the flow of the material inside and go in the lean solution. The lean solution is goods to the man and not man to the goods, because the people must stay in the high-value production area. This is our first idea, and this is what we are applying also in our production line for our sewing machines. So, this is a great cooperation with important companies. Mitsubishi Electric is at the base, at the technology side, and other companies like Microsoft for database. Everything is in cloud. So this is my very fast speech for you tonight.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
you.
Thank you very much. Last but not least, son sorum Sibel Hanım'a. Sibel Hanım, Itelligence olarak tekstil sektöründe de bir hayli varsınız. Tekstil ve hazır giyimde.
Evet, uzun yıllardır çalışıyoruz.
Bayağıdır çalışıyorsunuz. Verimlilik arttırıcıda birçok proje yapıyorsunuz.
Evet.
Biraz bunlardan bahseder misiniz? Özellikle tedarik zincirini ben merak ediyorum. Neler yapıyorsunuz?
Tamam. Yaptığımız projelerin detayına geçmeden önce birazcık Itelligence kimdir ondan bahsetmek istiyorum. Ufak bir videomuz var. Oynatma şansımız var mı? Biraz ekibimizi de tanıtalım. Belki salona biraz enerji de gelir.
Genç ve dinamik bir ekibiz biz.
Türkiye'de 900, 25 ülkede 8000 kişiyiz.
Pazar lideriyiz. Türkiye'de 60'tan fazla F-Corona projesinin mimarıyız.
E-ticaret ve CRM projelerimizde 10 milyondan fazla kişiye dijital alışveriş konforu sağlıyoruz.
Kuluçka merkezimizde yapay zeka, IoT, blockchain ve RP alanlarında müşterilerimizle ko-inovasyon yapıyoruz.
Türkiye'nin ilk Ariba projesi ve 16 farklı sektördeki Success Factors projelerimiz ile bulut yolculuğumuz devam ediyor.
Sürekli öğreniyor, gelişiyor ve paylaşıyoruz.
Ulusal ve uluslararası birçok şirketin dijital dönüşüm yolculuğuna rehberlik ediyoruz.
Müşterilerimizle birlikte üretiyor, birlikte büyüyoruz. Dün ve bugün güçlüydük, yarın daha da güçlü olacağız.
Teşekkür ederim bu alkışlar için. Gerçekten bu videoda olduğu gibi çok genç ve dinamik bir ekibiz. Aslında uzun yıllardır sektördeyiz. Biz merkezi Bielefeld, Almanya'da kurulu bir firmayız Itelligence olarak. 89 yılından beri faaliyet gösteriyoruz. Türkiye'de ise 2000 yılından beri faaliyet gösteriyoruz. Aslında ağırlıklı olarak şirketlerin ihtiyaç duyduğu tüm kurumsal uygulamaları sağlıyoruz. Bunun içerisinde ERP uygulamaları, CRM uygulamaları, satın almaya, tedarik zincirine yönelik uygulamalar, iş analitiği kısmındaki uygulamalar ve insan kaynakları çözümleri var. Çünkü dijital dönüşüm deyince aslında sadece tedarik zinciri yönetimi, sadece üretim değil aslında. Biz bu bütün alanların hepsinde faaliyet gösteriyoruz. Dünyada 8000'in üzerinde çalışanımız var, danışmanımız var, 25 farklı ülkede faaliyet gösteriyoruz. Bunlardan bir tanesi Türkiye. Türkiye ve MENA bizim yönetimimizde. Türkiye'de de aslında 900'ün üzerinde çalışanımız var. Ve SAP alanında da Türkiye'deki lider iş ortağıyız. Birçok farklı, az önce arkadaşların da videoda paylaştığı çözümler yaptık. Tekstil sektörü bizim için çok değerli, çok kıymetli. Çünkü ülkemiz için çok değerli. Ülkemizin lokomotif endüstrisi. Biz de buradaki ihtiyaçların farkında olarak aslında uzun yıllardır bu alanda çalışmalar yapıyoruz. Baktığımız zaman aslında dünyadaki, evet biz SAP dünya lideri bir ERP uygulamasını sağlayan bir iş ortağıyız ama standart kurumsal kaynak planlaması çözümleri aslında tekstil sektörünün ihtiyaçlarını tam olarak gerçekleştiremediğini gördük. Tabii biz tekstil sektörü, giyim sektörü dediğimiz zaman nasıl bakıyoruz Itelligence olarak? Aslında biz 4 ana grupta ayırıyoruz. Bir tanesi aslında iplik ve kumaş üreticileri, bir diğeri aslında hazır giyim üreticileri, konfeksiyon dediğimiz kısım. Bir diğeri giyim aslında son tüketiciye dokunan tekstil perakendecileri ve son olarak da aslında bugün çok fazla aramızda yok büyük bir ihtimalle ama endüstriyel tekstil alanı. Biz bu 4 alandaki firmalarla da uzun yıllardır projeler gerçekleştiriyoruz. Özellikle hazır giyim üreticileri ve iplik kumaş üreticilerinin ihtiyaçlarına baktığımız zaman işte iplik desen takibi, bugün çokça bahsettik numune takibi, bu tekliflendirme, ön maliyet çalışması, bu alandaki ihtiyaçlar standart uygulamalarla çözülemiyordu. Biz de SAP üzerinde aslında kendi IT tekstil çözümümüzü gerçekleştirdik ve birçok burada da Türkiye'de birlikte çalıştığımız firmada bunları da hayata geçirdik. Birkaç tanesini buradaki slaytlarda görüyorsunuz. Savcan Tekstil, Altın Yıldız, Sun Group, Taha Giyim gibi. Endüstri alanındaki referanslarımızdan bir tanesi Teletex. Tedarik zinciri kısmını özellikle sordunuz. Tekstilde daha ağırlıklı olarak aslında siparişi üretim söz konusu. Make to order çalışılıyor ve yoğunlukla da aslında yurt dışındaki dünya markalarına üretim yapıyor Türkiye'deki firmalarımız. Bu alanda baktığımız zaman da terminler çok önemli, maliyetler çok önemli, maliyetleri minimize edebilmek çok önemli. Sipariş anından üretime ve üretim için gerekli olan aksesuarlar, hatta bizim üreticilerimizin de çalıştığı fason üreticilerin yönetimi, onlara malzeme sağlanması, onlardan gelecek tedariğin takip edilmesi, bu sürecin entegre bir şekilde yapılması çok önemli. Burada dediğim gibi biz IT tekstil çözümü diye SAP'in üzerinde bir geliştirme gerçekleştirdik ve bunu da şirketlere sunmuş durumdayız. İlk başta da söylediğim gibi yani dijital dönüşümü biz sadece üretim olarak bakmıyoruz. İşte insan kaynakları alanında işe alımdan performans yönetimi yedeklemeye kadar, işte müşteriye dokunduğumuz alanda e-ticaret uygulamaları, çünkü tekstil perakendecileri, o alanda da uygulamalar, çalışmalar, projeler yapıyoruz. Marketingten bahsettik. Marketing alanında aslında dijital ortamda kampanyaların, promosyonların takip edileceği sistemlerden bahsediyoruz. İş analitikleri kısmında da uygulamalar geliştiriyoruz. Bu maliyet takipleri çok önemli, çok kritik. Bunların görünebilir olduğu, izlenebilir olduğu raporlama sistemleri, Big Data'nın aslında kullanılarak daha farklı bilgilerle iş yapış şekillerini değiştireceği projelere imza atıyoruz. Çok önemli bir şeyden bahsedildi. Günümüzde aslında data altın değerinde. Datanın aslında tutarlı olabilmesi için de kurumdaki aslında tüm birimler içerisinde de entegrasyonu çok önemli. Bu alanda da bizim aslında faaliyet gösterdiğimiz ERP çözümleri bu kurum içerisindeki tüm birimlerin entegrasyonunu sağlayarak daha tutarlı veri, maliyetin izlenebildiği, üretim siparişlerinin, planlarının izlenebildiği ve müşterilerimize termin zamanlarına uyumlu tedarikleri gerçekleştirebildiğimiz bir yapı sağlıyor.
Tek doğru kaynaktan
evet, aslında dijital dönüşümün temeli diyebiliriz. Yani kurumlardaki dijital dönüşümün temelini sağlıyoruz.
Evet. Ben şunu anlıyorum o zaman. Yani firmalar değer zinciri adımlarının neredeyse hepsinde dijitalleşmek istiyorlarsa gelip sizi bulmaları lazım.
Aynen. Yani baştan uca aslında bir firmanın ihtiyaç duyacağı tüm kurumsal uygulamaları entegre bir şekilde sağlayacağımız projeler sunuyoruz.
Tamam, harika. Şimdi I don't think we have time for one more round of questions. Do you want to add something more?
No, nothing.
And I want to be respectful for your times as well. Thank you very much for coming here. We really enjoyed the panel. Thank you very much for your thoughts, for sharing your thoughts with all of us. Diyeyim ve sözü Hande Hanım'a bırakayım.
Çok teşekkür ediyoruz moderatörümüz ve panelistlerimize, değerli konuklarımız. Eurotex İstanbul Kongresi ve 12. İstanbul Moda Konferansı'nın böylelikle sonuna geleceğiz ama öncesinde moderatörümüz ve panelistlerimize bir hediye takdimimiz olacak. Hediye takdimi için Türkiye Giyim Sanatçıları Derneği Yönetim Kurulu Başkan Yardımcısı Sayın Tolga Narbay'ı bir kez daha alkışlarınızla sahneye davet ediyorum. Sayın Narbay.
Ben bir hediye daha alacak mıyım? Sağ olun.
Evet, Sayın Önen'e bir önceki oturumumuzda takdim edilmişti yeniden. Böylelikle dijital dönüşüm ve teknoloji oturumumuzda bugünlük burada nokta alıyoruz. Kuvvetli bir alkış rica edelim mi? Moderatörümüz ve panelistlerimize